So we're down in Ashdown Forest for a trail today. This was a really interesting trail, to be honest. Kaiser took the scent from a lighter which was on the back of my car. But it was interesting in the fact that he started air scenting at one point. So he picked up the trail layer, picked up the scent in the wind, and cut out quite a large part of the trail. So he's doing well here. He's on trail across this bit of a car park, doing the odd sniff. I mean, it's a highly contaminated area, lots of dog walkers, lots of horse riders, but he's heading in the right direction. He from the scent of the lighter, he didn't know which direction we were going, so he chose the right direction. Working well here. Trying to give him a few little corrections away from the harness. I don't want him to associate anything bad with the harness on, so I'm trying to correct him just by a little tap on his side and making some noise. And then once he works on, lots of praise on the trail, lots of good boys. So again, it's just sniffing at wee here, so I'm trying to give him a little correction and then tell him he's a good boy once he's back on the trail. But so he's on trail now, doing well. We get to a nice junction here, so he can either go left and then straight on, or right, and he's just working it out. Little head flicks, there's a couple of little head flicks in a moment there, so he looks down that way, which is the way the trail is. So I know it's not left. Head flick there, head flick, 2 head flicks down that trail, but he goes left here, and I think he's more sniffing at dogweed than the trail. He's not on the trail, he's meandering a little bit. Here he picks up something, and it's some dogweed or some smell, and he's just smelling it. So I try and give him a little correction on his bum, move him away from it, but he's adamant he's going to go back and have a little sniff at it. So again, a little bit of a correction, tell him to work on. There's his little shake. So now he heads in the direction where he's already given me 2 little head flicks before, which I'd noticed and wondered whether it was this way on the trail. So he's on trail at the moment. What I'll do at the end is I can put the trail on the photo from the app. You can see how much of the trail he sort of cut out. So we get to a bit of an open bit in a moment where there's a cross track. So here, this cross track. So the trail layer is actually headed left, and he's looking down that way. Now he's just sniffing around, sniffing at wee. I know he's not on the trail at all. He's just sniffing up trees and what have you, wanting to mark on trees. And the trail actually goes to the left of us here. So again, I'm just trying to correct him. And I know he heads in that direction, but I think I'd sort of just corrected him a bit. So I'm letting him just work out. Now there we think he picked up the trail layer, the scent, because the wind is quite strong in our faces, and so we decide to let him work. Now his nose is up, a completely different style. He was doing this yesterday on the trail in the woods, and he's really forcefully pulling me. So here his head's high. Ordinarily I'd say that he's off the trail, but I can see he's you can't kind of hear him, but he's air scenting. His head is up, and it was a determined pull in the direction. So it was a real determined pull. And as I say, the wind was strong into our faces. So I'm just letting him go. Get caught up around a few trees. So I know it's not straight on. So he heads back into the woods here. There he picks up the scent. Real strong pull. So he's more air scenting than actually following the track here. A really interesting trail, and there's Liz hiding there. He doesn't give a sit. Liz is down, but I'm not too worried about that. He worked really hard for that one. So he gets a little bit of a jackpot. But it was a really interesting trail to watch. I'll upload the photo so you can see how much of the trail he actually cut out. So here it is from the Mantrailing app. You can see the blue is the trail layer and the red is the dog or Kaiser. I forgot to switch the app off so you can see the return route. But here you can see where he started air scenting at that junction and just cut straight across to the trail layer.